I recently went back into business for myself, and I'm selling real estate, and I'm coming up against I'm having to do cold calling.
Use some different words rather than I'm coming up against. I am discovering that I'm finding a lot of unmotivated people versus people that are really ready. Law of attraction brings you what you expect, so keep telling that story and watch how many of them show up in your experience.
Okay, so I've been focus wheeling, trying to get myself in alignment before I
All right, so let's do a focus wheel here,
Yes.
because a focus wheel is a really good way of soothing. You know what it is? We'll tell you what it is. It's really easy. So a focus wheel is, you start with a premise of something that matters to you. So in this case, your statement of desire is?
My statement of desire is that I so look forward to matching up with motivated home sellers.
All right, so that's not a very good place to start, because I so look forward, which means I don't have it now. I so look forward to overcoming this obstacle that I'm tripping over. So what was the next part? I so look
You're
forward.
not going to go easy on me at all,
No,
are you?
not at all. Not at all. Not at all. You're a powerful creator, and you're ready to hear this, and you are opening things that everyone is receiving benefit from. And so, say it again.
I so look forward to matching up with motivated home sellers.
I so look forward to it being different than it is basically what you're starting with. And so that focus wheel is not really going to get you what you want. You want to put in the center of your focus wheel a statement, even though you don't believe it, that at least sort of says what you're looking for. So, I like my fabulous real estate success. How about that? I am having extraordinary success in real estate. Now, you don't believe that right now. It's not even true. It's not true yet. I'm having spectacular success in real estate. So that's where you start. So now you're going to write a series of statements all around the edge of this focus wheel. And you're going to start with something that matches that you do already believe. You know those merry-go-rounds where you want to get on, the kids were already on it and they had it going too fast, and when you try to get on, just knocked you off in the bushes? Well, that's kind of what a focus wheel is like, because you're trying to get on something that you don't believe. You're not vibrationally up to speed yet. So some of your statements, it's just going to throw you off in the bushes. So what you're looking for is a statement that is slow enough, that you believe enough, that you can get on the wheel, so to speak. So what might you say?
I've come a long way professionally in a short time.
That is a true statement. You could make that statement. I'm doing good. Don't try to be too wordy. I can figure this out. I like to focus. I like personal progress. I like understanding things. I'm beginning to understand the market. I believe that it's more intuitive than it is anything else. I don't think that there's a specific formula. I think it's more intuition. I'm doing pretty good at that. When I meditate, I come into alignment. I know what alignment feels like. I know what being tuned in feels like. We're riding around the edge of this. I like getting into the receptive mode so that I receive an impulse that pays off. I like following those impulses. I like not having to work too hard at this. I want to do this with ease and flow. Now, it doesn't really feel like much has been accomplished yet, but can you feel the ease of that? He's come into better alignment than he was before. Now, that might be enough for one day of one focus wheel on this subject, but then the next day you may want to shore it up a little more. So you begin again. Now, your center statement may change a little bit, or it may stay the same. You may say, I really, really like real estate. So pop that down. Pop that right in the middle of that. Now, reach for some statements that match that. Statements that match, I really, really like real estate. I love people finding something that really is important to them. Well, that's a true statement. Nothing feels better. You already said that. Nothing feels better than for someone to find something that they've been looking for. I like being the matchmaker. I like being the catalyst. I like being intuitive. I'm sensitive to what people want. I can listen between the lines. I'm good at hearing what they're really looking for. I can figure out pretty well what they're looking for. I'm willing to work and know what the market is. I'm in the best position of helping people match up with what they like of anyone that I know. I'm in love with this process. I really like doing that. Can you feel how he shored up even more? Can you feel how now you're not so out of vibrational whack with it? So now that's enough for this focus wheel. So maybe it's the next day and you want to shore it up a little more. And so now you might make an even stronger statement. I am rocking this real estate thing. In other words, make a strong statement there, and then impulses are coming to me. I know what to do. My impulses are big payoffs. I can feel that all kinds of things are lining up for me. It doesn't need to show itself to me this red hot minute for me to feel the momentum of it. I can feel that it's working out. More clients are coming to me. I can feel that I'm attracting those who can feel that I know what I'm doing. More and more people are feeling good about the process with me. A little more time passes. Now you want to shore it up a little more. I'm selling houses. I'm selling houses. And then you write like that one and that one and that one. Those people were so happy. Those thoughts came to me out of the blue. I thought I was going to do something else when that occurred to me. In other words, I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on. I am the source energy real estate guru in the entire... I've got all that is out there scouting for me, scouting for clients, giving them impulses to find me. Some years ago, we were visiting with someone who was wanting to sell his house. We said, why are you wanting to sell your house? And he said, because we've outgrown it. It's kind of getting to be rattle-trappy. Things aren't working as well as they used to. It's not in the neighborhood that we really want to live in. And we said, listen to the advertisement that you're sending to the world. Come and buy this crappy place we no longer want. So he said, do you remember how you felt about that house in the beginning? He said, oh, we were so excited to move in there. It was such a step up for us. He said all of the kids had their own rooms, and he said we didn't have much furniture and we didn't have any landscaping, but every weekend we'd go buy another tree or buy another bush, and it'd be a family thing. We'd plant it. We were so happy in that house. And we said, now listen to the advertisement that you're sending to the universe. Come and buy this place that is just ready for you, that's just right for you. 1 week later, he sold a house that had been on the market for a very long time, because he shifted the advertisement that he was sending to the universe, you see. And so what you want to send to the universe is that I'm really good at this, and I really love this, and I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on. And I have all kinds of resources that make me good at that, and you will be in good hands to give me your listing. And the more listings I have, the better that it is. And I can handle all of it simultaneously. And the better it flows, the better it flows, the better it flows, the better it flows, the better it flows. And I've really got it flowing. It's all vibrational. Everything is. It's not about action. Some people think if they just throw enough mud on the wall, some of it will stick. And we say, yes, and you've got a terribly muddy wall. A terribly muddy wall. It's not like that at all. It's not about odds. It's not about competition.
Ooh, it's like you were reading my mind.
It's like that, isn't it? It's not about competition. It
feels like there's a lot of competition among real estate agents in Austin.
There's no competition for those who are in alignment. Zero. Nobody's using the multiple listing in the sky. In other words, get tuned in and watch what happens. Haven't you had the experience, you all have, or many of you have, of being online on the World Wide Web, on the Google, and something totally unrelated to what you thought you were searching for, but that you are very interested in, shows itself to you? Oh, that's the best example that has come to physical fruition of the way law of attraction works, you see. So all of that information, but what causes you to click here or look there? In other words, what's guiding your impulses? Well, what's guiding your impulses when you're tuned in is that broader perspective who can lead you to precisely what you're looking for. But the key, and we're giving this to all of you, we really want you to hear this, the most significant key is to not take score about what is happening in terms of seeing it, hearing it, smelling it, tasting it, touching it. To just for a little while, letting the satisfaction that you're feeling, the energy that's flowing, the enthusiasm that you feel, the clarity that you're feeling, and the fun that you're having be the prize that you're looking for. Because in this business of turning thoughts to things, so you've sifted and you've launched this rocket of desire, and in your vortex is this magnificent business enterprise where you are thriving and you are helping so many people with something that is so central to their life experience and so important to them. And so there is this vibrational reality that is pulsing, and your inner being is right there. The source energy is right there, giving you information, giving you vibrational feedback that you've got to translate into something. Well, what's the first translation? What's the first step? What happens first in this process of vibration turning to things? The first step is thoughts occurring that you are receiving an emotional response to them. So an idea happens and you have a good feeling response to it. In other words, the idea comes and you feel exhilaration about it. You know that feeling, don't you? Oh, I just thought of something so fantastic, you say. Well, that's what's happening. You're beginning to translate this vortex reality into a reality that not only you can see and hear and smell and taste and touch, but others can too. So there it is. That's got to be enough. That's the prize that you're looking for, not the listing, not the sale. If you try to get there too fast before you've done this vibrational work, then you just beat up on yourself because the gap is too wide and you're getting your own way. But if this is enough, if ideas flowing and feeling good is enough, then you know you're on track. So you just keep focus wheeling and you just keep feeling good, and then an idea will come to go somewhere or be somewhere that is totally not related to this goal that you have. But there'll be a conversation, and as you are listening, you will know for sure that you are being blessed with a moment in time where something is being given to you on a silver platter. It's someone saying, oh, I'm looking for a house in the area. Or it's someone saying, I've got one for sale. Things that obvious. It could be a lottery ticket. It could be anything. In other words, we're not kidding you. Your source energy can guide you to very literal things, but you've got to be in the vicinity. And this is the most important point that we're making with you right now. We want you to hear this. We want you to hear this. We want you to hear this. You have to be happy about the emotional manifestation.